Evolution 1. It's the number 1, so Sound Evolution 1. Or like I said, the 2 websites, and you'll be able to reach us, and we can set something up. You guys can send some music in. We can conduct an interview. It'll be pretty cool for you guys to be part of this, because I don't think Mike and I can do this every single time without some help. So it'll be cool if you guys jump on board.
Yeah, that'd be great. We're pretty easy to reach. You can find us, on Facebook and as mentioned, websites. And so that was some new music, but now I'd like to play some classics again. These next 2 songs are by 2 bands that heavily influenced Enrage, as well as probably many other hardcore bands on the scene. The first band we're going to play is Sheer Terror. It's a classic song called Ashes, Ashes. Sheer Terror has always been one of my favorite bands. Paul Bearer's a great guy. He actually did some guest vocals on one of the songs off Gateways Volume 1, Monday Morning Steamroller. And actually a former Enrage member and a guy who's been, a great guy who's been on the scene a long time, Mike DiLorenzo. He's playing guitar in Sheer Terror now, as well as a buddy of mine, Jay Carter, plays bass. So it's really nice to see those guys still playing, putting out great stuff, and they're just good guys. And as well as, of course, the late great Peter Steele's original band Carnivore, who I think is one of the greatest records made on this scene, and one of my favorite songs, Sex and Violence. So after the new stuff, here's 2 classics.
All right. Hey, guys, welcome back. Before we went into those two songs, one from Sheer Terror and one from Carnivore, Mike, you had mentioned that both bands, in one way or another, were influences on you as a musician. And I'm sure there are plenty of other bands too. But how did they influence you in your songwriting and your playing? And who else would you cite as an influence?
The reason why I think Carnivore and Sheer Terror were big influences is I probably came more from a metal background initially, whereas Jeff Enrage was more, he was into metal too, but he knew more hardcore punk than I did, I guess, when we met. So what I liked about Carnivore and Sheer Terror was I felt that they were really a good mix of metal and hardcore, which is what I like. So that's what that's where I drew from them. I mean, of course, I liked Metallica and Slayer and all the standard classic metal bands and Testament. So there's definitely that influence there. I mean, with me, I guess the short answer with Enrage was I always tried to make songs that I felt were, whether you hate them or like them, I tried to make each song sound a little different. My thing was I felt a lot of bands were great, but then by song 3, you just felt like you heard the same song over and over, where I try to make things sound a little bit different each song. But that's kind of, I think these bands brought some of the metal aspect to it, which I was drawn to initially.
All right. Well, no, it's a good answer. I mean, I've known you and I've known Enrage for 20+ years, and you definitely succeeded in that. The songs are different; they aren't the same thing over and over again. So, kudos.
Thanks. Yeah, and I guess now we're probably drawing to a close here of episode 1.
This has been great. I mean, we're looking forward to many more episodes here, but. Before we check out, thanks for listening, everyone. And you can find us at worldenrage.com. You can find us at soundevolution.net. We're both on Facebook, also on Twitter at SoundEvolution1. And we will be up pretty soon with another podcast, with another episode. So go to those sites, look for the next announcement for the next episode, and thanks for listening.
All right, and we're going to leave you off here. Ride this one out with another great band. They released a new album, CD, whatever you want to call it, not too long ago. This is Wisdom in Chains, a band I hope to be playing with soon, and it's called When We Were Young. Okay, thanks.